come in. Come in.
I should say we're doing this.
Just getting ready. A bit tangled. Okay, in fact, let's mute these idiots. So you should be able to. I think you can hear us. Yeah, you can hear us. We're coming. In fact, let's pause these idiots. I don't know who those idiots are. We're coming. We're setting up. I like how you can tell whether it's live or not based on Ian's facial hair, and that's the reason I did it.
Yeah.
Yes, I did it for you guys, for the fans. Do a lot of these things for the fans.
Still downloading.
Oh, it's huge. It's huge, and yeah, it's huge. Also, you need to be in a winning team. Well, it's huge. It's too big. It's too big. But 10 people braved it. 10 people braved it.
10 brave soldiers.
We're coming. Right, let me just test. That we're in tune.
Big buckle of drugs with no top on.
Oh dear, that's a little bit, isn't it? Let's
You
just
came in
check.
a bit hot there, yeah.
Good morning, lovely jubbly.
Okay, I think I'm ready to do
Let's
our
do
last
this.
contracted show on Twitch. Are you ready to do our last contracted show on Twitch?
Yes.
Bing bong bang bong, bing bong bang bong bang, bing bang bong, bing bang bong, bingy bongy bang, bing bang bongers, big bang bongers. I don't need those.
Hi everyone, and
You're
welcome.
welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Thank you to everybody who played World of Tanks yesterday. I had a lot of fun. I genuinely had a lot of fun. It's a sponsored stream. I'm doing another one next week.
Good. By then, it should have downloaded for me.
It's a big old download, right? And I'm just going to show you this widget because last night I think we ended on 6. We're on 10. 10 of you have downloaded it and been on the winning side once. That's what you need to do. And here's the thing that I couldn't say on the stream because they were in the stream, right? The man was in the stream. Is every time that goes up, we get $12 to split between us. Ain't a lot, but if we get, well, it's $120 already. We get a flat fee. I'm not allowed to discuss any of this, but we get a flat fee, and then on top of it, we get $12 every time that goes up. If you want to know what we're talking about, it's for PC only. If you go there, download it from that link. It's a big old download. It's a big chunky download. It will take ages. And B, you can skip the tutorial if you want. You just need to be in a real game and be on the win. It doesn't even matter if you die. If you die in the game, stay in the game if your team are
Well, it
winning.
matters if you die in real life.
Well, it does.
That
But in the
spoil
game,
things.
it doesn't matter. And it'd be great if we could get that number up a bit, but it does take a bit of time, and time is very, very precious. But, there you go. So we're on 10, and I'll do another stream next week. And thank you to everyone who played. It was Jim, it was Dave, it was Quiet Bloke, and it was John, and it was Clarabelle. Now, I didn't really... Then Clarabelle... It was Clarabelle, wasn't it? That was her name. Sorry, when you say PC, do you mean not Mac? I think
There is a Mac download.
There is a Mac download. I'd give it a go. Then Clarabelle popped up. Someone retweeted one of our... I think Jim might have retweeted her, and I didn't really know... I've seen the name, but it does work on Mac. Confirmed. Thank you, Cockbongo. Let's move that out of the way. And then she popped. Then she's a streamer, and she does her own streams. And I think she's close. Can someone post the link in the chat for Clarabelle if anyone knows it? Because the tweet was she was really close to 200 followers. So I'm going to suggest we're clicking that follow button. If anyone knows the link, then we're going to click on it and we're going to follow it. But somebody's supposed to link. But here's the thing. We finished like a couple of minutes early. There it is. Okay, thank you very much, Stacey. I'm just going to click on that.
I'll have that and all.
I'm going to follow that. Let's see. 202 followers. Well, this is going to make it 203 now, and I click on it. Clicked. There we go. Thank you, Clarabelle. It was fun playing last night, even though you didn't have auditory accoutrement. Then towards the end of the stream, actually for the last hour of the stream, I was getting risingly ill, right? To the point where, with half an hour to go, I thought, I'm going to get up and throw up in a minute. I'm going to throw up. It was so on me, and I've not thrown up. I mean, I probably threw up when I was my last relapse, but I haven't thrown up naturally for ages, right? I haven't thrown up for a long time. And I started getting a little bit scared of throwing up. And I'm not one of the... Some people, there's a word for it, isn't it? If you're...
Emetophobia.
Right. And with fear of vomting.
And hearing about it.
Phobia.
Apologies.
Apologies. And I thought, I'm going to throw up. And I had a pizza because I was really hungry, but I thought, I'm going to throw up. Maybe that'll bring it up and I'll feel better. And then we finished the stream like about 5 minutes early because I thought, I'm actually going to go. And it was a really crap ending. It's like, thanks everyone, thanks for following. This is World of Tanks Bar. And I didn't raid. I think Matty was going to stream and I didn't raid or anything like that. So apologies for that. And I fed the cats and then I just went to bed and I've got a big old fan and I had this fan on me and I'm just lying in bed going, don't move. And I set
God,
up,
it's like being drunk.
it was horrible. I'd set up vomit traps. By that I mean I put down a towel I got 2 toilets upstairs, and I put a towel by each one, and then food would come into my head. Going, don't think of food. And after about an hour, I was okay. Wasn't going to vomit, but I didn't feel great. So apologies for kind of the brief ending. And then today I don't feel great. Today I've got a bit of a headache. Feel a bit out of it. I'm not going to vomit, but I feel hungover.
Yeah.
I feel hungover. So that's the end of the show. Bye. No, it's not. But I feel really hungover. And I'm disappointed because this is our last contractual obligation show for Twitch. This is the last contractual obligation. It's our last show as partners.
Yeah.
We're going down to affiliates. We've sent an email saying, please can we become affiliates from 1 minute past midnight on July the 1st. It gives us more freedom. If we were partners, we wouldn't be allowed to stream on YouTube. This means we can stream here and then we can go to YouTube. So this is our last contractual obligation show. Horsenberger, thank you for the subscription. I would just say to everyone, if you have to subscribe today, thank you very much. If you can hold off until July the 1st, because of a quirk of our contract, if you subscribe today or give us bits, we don't get a penny of it, right? Just because of the way the contract kind of pans out with timings and stuff, we won't get a penny. If from July the 1st, if you can subscribe, if you want to subscribe, if you can hold off until then, we then get 50% of your subscription.
Got
which
a
is how it
donation.
works. Whoa. Donations we get.
Thank you very much.
Donations we get. Let me just check that. Then I need to go to... I'm a little bit slow this morning, guys. Bear with. So this is our last contractual obligation show on Twitch, and we'll be doing some on Twitch. We'll be doing some on YouTube. Friday show is on YouTube. And hey, Pete!
Thank you, Pete.
$12, so I never have to watch my tank getting blown up again. Thank you so much, Pete. I appreciate that. Pete doesn't like World of Tanks and he's very verbal about it.
Really? I'd never
He
guessed.
was streaming simultaneously to ours an AWOT, an anti-World of Tanks stream, where he was putting out all this fake propaganda about World of Tanks being fake, not real. It's set up by Bill Gates to control you.
Right.
All of this stuff that you makes you infertile. All of this stuff.
All
Anyway.
the stuff the mainstream media does not want you to know.
We are getting to the point of this talk, this lecture, this TED Talk. Well, welcome to my TED Talk. Is TEDx isn't TED, is it?
Yeah.
It's like baby TED. It's not as important. If someone says I'm doing a TED Talk, you go, is it TEDx?
I thought TEDx.
I thought
that
TEDx
was just like the whole extravaganza. I thought X stood for extravaganza.
No, I think TEDx means like it's extra pointless.
Oh.
TED Talks. How dare those? What gives those people the chutzpah to say, I know more about something than you do, and I'm going to spend 15 minutes telling you about it.
I don't know.
Get
but
lost.
I don't know, but the Brene Brown ones
I'll get lost.
are amazing.
So the point we're getting to is, this is our last contractually obliged show.
You may have mentioned it a couple of times.
And I would like to know how you're feeling. I thought we could check in about how we're feeling about
I'm
it.
ready. I'm ready. It's felt a bit like, when you have given in your notice and you've got to serve, God, when I was at the BBC, 3 months. I'd been there for 15 years.
Wowzers.
It felt like that. So I'm ready for the next thing. I'm eager to see how it will change. It will be different with people having made more of a commitment to see us and to hang out with us. And I think it's going to be cool. I'm ready. But I am also aware that I'm at a stage in my life where I'm ready to get
It's interesting.
clear
It's
out the
happening all
old
at once.
and, yeah.
It's interesting. It's happening all at once.
Yeah,
I
and get
think that's
cracking.
coincidence. I don't think it is. I think it's a higher power. I think it's the universe, and I
think it's Twitch's fault that my marriage failed. You heard it here first.
Let's get the bloody thing going.
I'm really disappointed that I feel sick on this. I was really looking forward to it. So we're going to have a bumper, fun bundle of fun, and I feel quite nauseous, and I think I've got vertigo because I think when I turn my head, it kind of kicks in.
Yeah. Well, we know that you've got something loose in your ear, right?
I've got something loose in my ear.
McLaren says it's the last stream. Can we all choose something from the set behind you? We're not moving out. He lives here.
It's a nice
The
idea.
The set.
It's a nice idea. So I'm disappointed at that. I'm really looking forward to it. We had a couple of new Patreons today.
Oh, did we?
I would suggest if you join up Patreon today, you'll get billed, and then you'll get billed on the 1st, which is tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
So I would suggest just hold off until tomorrow to the Patreon. You will, if you sign up tomorrow, you will still get access to the link for the show on Friday. So on Friday, make sure you're signed up to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/Ian Lee. It's free. Click the bell. We're going to be doing a 30-minute free show on there at 8 o'clock on Friday, right? And then at 8:30, 8:35, we're going to go behind the paywall. If you sign up to Patreon $6.66 and above tomorrow, you will have access to that link. It'll go wrong. Of course it'll go wrong. You know, this is us.
Sorry. Yeah, I got new trainers on. In fact,
And
they're trainers I had for ages, but I've not worn. So I chucked the old ones out and put the new ones on. That's where I'm at in my life.
I'm at the stage of setting up, of fixating on a new thing. I bought a little desk to go under there, and I'm going to have my retro consoles under there.
You said you had plans.
Have my retro consoles under there, and they're going to be plugged in, ready to go. So all I need to do is take the HDMI and plug it in to there. So I've got my Dreamcast, I'm going to have my Saturn, my GameCube, and my N64. I'm really excited about doing some retro gaming streams, but bear in mind this is an ADHD fad, and I will get bored of it. 1 o'clock.
Oh, that does make sense.
What?
With your patterns of behaviour in the past.
Obsessions. It's an ADHD thing. I mean, it happens to people that don't have ADHD, but it's a real ADHD trait.
I get like that, but not to the same extent as you.
1 o'clock on Saturday, we're doing Among Us. If you're free.
Yeah, I'm about.
We're aiming to do like 2 gaming streams a month where you can join in. So, it will be free to watch on Twitch. 1 o'clock on Saturday, free to watch on Twitch, and you can play. The priority is given to £20 and above patrons, and then if there's not enough of them because they're busy or they hate us, it goes to $6.66, and then it goes down to that. If there's too many £20 patrons, which I think there probably will be for the first one, we'll kind of do a rotation and come and play for 2 or 3 games, and then maybe move out, let someone else have a go. And you know, like school sports day when you get to throw a beanbag through a hoop, and then you go to the back of the line, and we'll do that kind of thing. So I'll send the link to £20 above, and we'll be on Discord as well, so we can chat and it'll be fun.
Thank you to Pete there for fielding some questions in the chat.
Pete can get stuffed.
About the
I
challenges.
was reminded of the Simon and Garfunkel reunion single today. In the 70s, they released a single, even though they'd split up. I think it was on the back of a Paul Simon solo album. They released a single called My Little Town. Do you know it?
No.
It just popped into my head today. I was listening to, I tell you why, I was listening to my Spotify playlist, and The Only Living Boy in New York, the version by Everything But the Girl, which is really nice. I like her voice a lot. Although I don't really know much about them, but I like her voice. And it reminded me of this song. And this song, right, I wonder if we can find a live version of it. I'd never heard of it until I watched the live Simon and Garfunkel video.
Not
My
typing.
Little Town. Oh, I'm not typing. Simon and Garfunkel. It's called My Little Town. It flopped miserably. Is that a good? Yeah. Oh, that looks legit. That looks legit. So watch this. This is such a great song, right? And hardly anyone knows about it. Where are we? I had to move us for that. So I'm just going to bring us up there. Hoddy boddy. But we're going to watch some of the best of in a bit. No, we're still not. Oh, we're still not quite there. Let's go up a little bit more. Why? Oh no, because I've only moved. Sorry, guys. I'm really. We can move that widget. We don't need that widget there today. So look, this song is incredible, right? And no one knows it. Oh hang on. No, bear with, caller. Bear with. I've messed up the sound. Here we go. We're going to go here. Here we go. This song is great. Listen to this. Great Lost Simon and Garfunkel reunion single. It is bleak, by the way.
Of course it is.
Despite this upbeat, but then the choruses. This is such a good this tune is amazing. The words, listen.
My mom doing the laundry, hanging out shirts in the dirty breeze.
Hanging out shirts in the dirty breeze.
And after it rains, there's a rainbow, and all of the colors are black. It's not that the colors aren't there, it's just imagination. Everything's the same back in my little town.
Everything's the same back in my little town. Now listen to this chorus now. Listen to the lyrics of the chorus. Oh, the goosebumps. This is such a good song. Here we go.
Nothing but the dead and dying back in my little town. Nothing but the dead and dying back in my little town. Nothing but the dead and dying back in my little town.
Nothing but the dead. I mean, we won't listen to the rest of it. Nothing but the dead and dying back in my little town. But it's great, and the tune, and it's just so. I've realised the thing to great songwriting, right, is being able to. I mean, this is obvious. Is being able to paint a really detailed picture in 2 or 4 lines, right? And him saying, "My mum hanging out the shirts
In the dirty breeze.
in the dirty breeze." And you know, it's the rainbows are black. It's not that they're black. It's just that they lack imagination. Whoa, that's it. That's a chapter in a book in 4 lines. And then just that simple thing, nothing but the dead and dying back in my little town. Wow, mate!
Or like Eastbourne or
That's
something.
a novel. That's a novel. That line is a novel. It's amazing. What a song! And it was a huge flop. No one knows it, and it was marvelous. Hazy says,
But the simmering resentment there, quite clear.
It does that minor major thing you like. Strong tolerating each other vibes. I know I read a book about one of them, maybe about Paul Simon. I can't imagine there's a book about Art Garfunkel except for his book, which is insane. The Art Garfunkel autobiography is insane. It's primarily about him singing to sheep.
Okay.
Get the audiobook. It's primarily about, and I saw the sheep in the field and I sang to them and they were my greatest audience. It's that kind of vibe, right? Michael says, that's how I feel about Edmonton. I'm still stuck there. I think a lot of people, we move on and there's nothing but the dead and dying back in my little town. But they did like a sort of reunion Broadway show where the first half was Paul Simon and then Art Garfunkel would come out. Imagine, right? Right, you know they did Live in Central Park in 83. And then like 2 years later, Paul Simon played Central Park with that thing where he stole all of the music from Africa, Gracelands.
Yeah.
And like Art Garfunkel's apartment overlooks Central Park.
He closed the curtains, did he?
I think he went away that weekend because he was expecting like an invite for the encore. No invite for the encore came out. Anyway,
Unlike Kylie Minogue, who invited Jason Donovan at the last minute, he went over on his bike.
But I suspect that was an invitation where she knew it was too late, hoping he wouldn't come, and then he rocked up and he wouldn't give her the mic back. So they're doing this Broadway show in the 90s, right? And apparently there was like this huge screaming row from the dressing room, right? And this author hypothesized, and it may have been the subject of the row, the reason they hate each other, right, is before they became famous, in the 50s when they were Tom and Jerry, they did a couple of singles, and then Paul Simon, without telling Art Garfunkel, released some singles on his own. And that apparently is the basis.
He's still pissed off about it.
Still pissed off about it. Have you seen... We're going down a little rabbit
Do you remember
hole.
when we went to see Paul Simon?
Oh, it was a bit shit.
Yeah.
It was a bit shit.
Beforehand, we were all da, 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 for about a week, just now and again. But then when we actually saw him, it was surprisingly joyless, wasn't it?
It was horrible. It was horrible.
It felt like, well, we felt like Garfunkel to him. Like he was
Yeah.
going, he resented it. To be honest, he was better than us.
And then another.
Meanwhile, James Taylor, a delight.
James Taylor was great. Just came out and played the hits like they are on the record. So this is great. This is
Everything
okay. I see what they've done there. This is Art Garfunkel, Paul Simon, and John Lennon at the Grammys, right? And I think they make. Look at the state of Lennon. I find Lennon in the 70s fascinating. Because he looks so much older. I mean, he's probably, where is this? He's probably 33, 34
My
here.
God.
And he looks 50.
Meanwhile, Paul Simon's like being to Ron Jeremy.
So we've got Paul Simon, we've got Paul Simon, John Lennon, and Andy Williams. I mean, this is an insane. They'll do their little scripted comedy.
Oh, well, we are. Thank you, Mother. Thank you.
Now, Mother, of course, he has a mother
Oh, he's-
fixation, and then Ono is
Yoko,
mother,
isn't
and yeah, you know, it's all it's nuts.
Hello, I'm John. I used to play with my partner, Paul.
I'm Paul. I used to play with my partner, Art.
It's a weird thing, isn't it?
And I'm Andy. I play with myself.
Here we go.
I'm Andy. I used to play with my partner, Claudine.
Yeah.
Good one.
There's-
Is that Michael Ball?
Who is that man, please? Is either Michael Ball, Michael Sheen, or Sean Lennon in 1973, before Sean Lennon was born?
This partner of yours, did you two do anything creative, Michael?
Has he got a
Well,
bus driver necklace on?
I guess you could say we came up with 3 hits.
Oh, that's very good.
By the way, very fashionable in the 70s to have a razor blade on a necklace.
Yeah.
You know why?
Yeah.
Cocaña. and so blatant. I think the Wings live video rock show, I think Denny Lane's got a razor blade hanging around his neck.
Or a little spoon these times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Art and I did that in one day.
Oh, you did? Well, we were a little slow. The music that you fellas wrote, though, really did influence my life. It influenced it quite a bit. As a matter of fact, it helped tell the story of me and my partner.
Any songs in particular, Andy?
I mean, obviously they're reading, but it's so strange.
Well, let's see. It started off, I Wanna Hold Your Hand, and it finished with Bridge Over Troubled Water.
True. Touching. Shall
Thank
we
you.
get on with it?
Let's do it.
Yeah, okay.
I think it's John trying to be cool, though, isn't it? It's like,
Yeah.
this is so crummy, I'm going to make absolutely no effort to make it smooth.
It gets more awkward.
Oh,
Star
good.
for Midnight at the Oasis. Lenny Waronker and Joe Boyd, producers.
And the winner is... Exciting. 2 Grammys. I Honestly Love You, Olivia Newton-John. Producer John Farrar. Jolly good.
Accepting the award for Olivia Newton-John is Art Garfunkel.
Is he wearing a comedy tuxedo
T-shirt.
t-shirt? Of course he is.
They're all about at least 10 years younger than us, maybe 15 in some instances.
Basically children. They're not shaking. They're really shaking.
I thought I told you to wait in the car.
Good one. All right, I like it.
Are you ever getting back together again?
Are you guys getting back together again?
It's terrible, isn't it?
Still writing, Paul?
Trying my hand at a little acting on.
Where's Linda? Oh, well, too subtle, that one. All right, we're going to give...
It's brilliant.
There you are, my dear.
I
It's all
accept it
yours.
on behalf of them. They can't be here, and I'm sure they're very grateful for the honor.
He's
Thank
so
you.
serious.
It's great. I love it. Hello, everybody. This is our last contractual obligation show. I don't feel very well, and Catherine's looking fantastic in the green.
Yeah, but I need more blusher on. That'll do.
I'll open the phone lines. If you want to call us, you can. By the way, you'll be able to call us when we move, and you'll be able to call us even if you're not watching the show, even if you're not in the paywall, you can still call us during the show. You'd be very, very welcome. We missed a call. Oh, this is double.
When you say miss, did we miss it on purpose?
Hello.
Hello, Maddie.
Yes.
Hello. Can you see me all right?
No, sir.
No, sorry about that. I'm wearing the headphones as well because you liked them so much yesterday. So back in the house with the mystery.
Where we go? There we go. There he is. There's my brother. Hey, man, how you doing?
I feel a bit low. Can I explain why?
Yes.
Of course you can, man.
During lockdown, I started a routine of calling my mum in the mornings.
What did you call her?
I think I called her mum.
Who are these people?
I don't know. And I can't speak to her this morning because she's gone shopping with my sister, which is fantastic because it's great, you know. But I feel a bit lost. I've got into that routine of speaking to someone every day and going like, "What did you have for dinner last night? Did you sleep okay?" That kind of check-in.
Bring it on.
So,
Are you also worried that your sister's obviously like won now? Because
my sister's
She'll be older than that.
She's in charge.
Ask us. Ask us.
So, Kath and Ian, what did you have for dinner last night?
I had like a spicy pizza from Marks and Spencer. I have no idea why I ate it because I thought I was going to vomit, but it was very tasty, and that was my dinner.
I made the kids chipolatas, chips and beans. We had a proper kids tea.
Chip bean.
Yeah, chipolatas.
Did you sleep okay?
No. Slept very badly.
I'm sleeping better than I have for ages, but I'm also waking up at 4 because I'm not used to sleeping for 8 hours anymore.
I might actually throw up this morning.
Oh my God, you look green. You look green.
I think I'm just reflecting off of your bosom.
Well, as is the world. Continue.
So thank you very much. Normally I end the call by letting my mum know I love her, so I love you.
Love you too, man. Thank you, brother. Thank you. I love Gaff.
I'm not quite there yet, but we can work on it.
He's the best sport out of all of you. He's the best sport, and I always, every now and then, I just check in with him and say, "You cool with what's going on and stuff?" And he says yes because he's a pussy. Hang on a minute. I need to ask him a question. I need to ask him a question.
Dude, I'm just gonna go get some blusher because seriously, I look like someone's dug me up.
I need to ask you a question, Gatford.
Yeah, I just heard it on. I just heard on stream you say that.
Okay, well, can we see you up those beautiful cheeks?
Sorry, it's all a bit complicated at the moment. So that. Hopefully you can see me. Okay.
No, not yet.
Not yet. It's coming.
There we go.
There
we don't see that. Gatford, I've got a question for you.
Oh.
Okay.
Would you like to be remodded?
Yes, please.
I have a second question for you. Would you like to be chief mod?
What?
No.
That is the incorrect answer. By chief mod, all it means is, let me tell you what it means, because I think maybe you're making it into this great thing. All it means is you're above Pete.
Well, I mean, to be honest, I don't need a title to say that, but thank you and yes.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, please, our new chief mod, and it's an absolute joy, and that's literally your only requisite, is to be above Pete. And no one timed him out before I managed to mod him. Let me just double check he's modded. No one managed to time him out before he was modded. Someone could have timed him out for weeks. I don't think Pete is here. I think Pete is carrying on his anti-World of Tanks.
Oh gosh, he's going to get
propaganda.
a real
he's playing,
surprise.
He's playing. I think he's playing World of Tanks, but he's refusing to move it and fire it as he's being a pacifist. Well done, Gatford. It's lovely to have a chief mod.
Uh-oh. You were saying?
Hello there, Pete. Lovely to speak to you. Good morning.
Come on.
I think you're saying congratulations wrong.
No.
Modford is discussing Modgate. Pete, lovely to talk to you. How can we help you this morning?
Something wrong?
I mean, I'm a broken man.
Okay, well, we know that, but what do you want to talk about
leave it
today?
alone. Told you it'd come off.
Pete, you haven't been demoted. Please don't think that.
Anything that puts me below Gatford is a demotion.
Okay.
Dear.
We just want to mix things up a little bit.
He's missing his mum.
Come on, mate. He's missing his mum.
I mean,
Can
That's
someone
not
start a congratulations to Chief Mod Gatford chant, please? Unless you have already and I've missed it.
Pete, could you do that for us?
that chant thing is gonna get annoying, isn't it?
Well, it is annoying already. And the first time it happened, you went, well, what's this? And then seconds later, you were starting a chant.
Well, if you can't beat him.
That's how chants work. You'll know that. I bet you were watching the football last night.
Yeah.
Love it.
Why has Gatford been timed out? Hang on a minute. What's this?
Who did that?
Gatford is mod. Oh, I've modded the wrong person. Hang on. Gatford, have you got 2 logins? Because there's another Gatford.
Is there a Fakeford?
Fakeford mod. There we go. All right. User Gatford 1 is banned in this channel. What is going on?
No, I think that's just what it says when he's timed out and you try to do that. He's not actually banned.
Gatford is not currently timed out. I think he's banned.
Matty just removed the timeout.
Okay. All right. Let's try. Look at these mods. This is why we need to shake things up a bit.
It's like rats in a sack.
We need to shake things up a bit because I think there is a real sense of complacency and entitlement, the likes of which I've not seen since Alan Caddick.
Oh, mate.
I mean, what was the safe word that Ollie used to have? Muffin.
Muffin.
Goodbye, Peter. Goodbye.
Let's not discuss Ollie's muffin.
Get back to your job. I'm going to play some adverts. Please, if you can, avoid subscribing until tomorrow. That would be marvellous. Where's my advert button? There it is.
So. Oh.
Here comes the big man.
Hello?
Hello, sir. How are you doing?
Hi, I'm just ringing to apologise about last night. I had a bit of a moment.
No need to apologise. Everyone was worried about you, and I hope it wasn't me. The only reason I moved you out of that chat is because there was a lot of echo going on, and it got very confusing. So I wasn't having a go or anything, and I hope you didn't interpret like that. But if you did, I apologise for not being clearer. But everyone was worried about you. You vanished.
No, I was struggling with the download. Well, I mean, I know you said it was a long
bugger.
download.
It's a bugger.
But then I thought I'd done it wrong. And then I was trying to sort out Discord on my laptop, which I'd not used before.
Yeah.
And that's why I was struggling. Didn't really know what I was doing. And then I kind of thought I'll give up on this and just went.
That's fine. That's fine.
I went into a bit of a low moment generally. Not because of that really, but generally over the past week or two I've been fairly low. So
yeah. I get it. Well, I apologise for not being clearer about what the issue was from our end, and I'm sorry to hear that you're struggling, and I appreciate you calling back.
I'm sorry to hear that you've got nauseous problems again here.
I feel a little bit sick, and the problem is I've got quite a busy day. After this I've got to go and pick up the boys and cook them some dinner, which is fine, and then my eldest it's school performance, and so I've got to sit for a couple of hours so I'm going to take a bucket with me. Do you ever throw it up into a bucket? Do you have a bucket by the side of your bed or the washing up bowl?
No, but my husband, they used to have the sicky bowl.
But when he was a kid?
Yeah, and also into adulthood.
Right.
I would often find, not often, if he was not well, I would find the washing up bowl upstairs. I'd be like, what's this doing here?
Bowl to
I know,
vomit
it's disgusting. Let's buy an extra one just for that purpose, please. I don't want to be washing my spoons in it afterwards.
So I don't feel great. So I'm really hoping it clears. I'm really hoping it clears tomorrow because it's college and I kind of have to go because we're doing. Oh, it'll be fine if I don't go. Like, here's the thing: I kind of have to go every week, and we're supposed to be doing like a research thing tomorrow. And if I don't go, I don't go. Hey, here's something, Alistair. So we're working in groups in college, right? And I don't like working in groups in any aspect of my life. I like working as a solo or working as a duo with someone I really, really know. But I prefer if it's like this is as a duo. But if it's like editing stuff or writing stuff or something, I prefer it as a solo because I can just go on. And we're working in a group, and I struggle with it. And yesterday I was able to send an email saying, "This is what I would like. This is what I would like, and if we all agree, I would like these things to take place." And that's unusual for me to do that. I just felt it needed someone to say, this, and this, please. And everyone came back and went, "Yeah, sounds like a great idea. Yeah, okay, not a problem, we'll do that." And it's one of the first times in a group I've been able to voice my opinion and I couched it in as long as everyone agrees and all of that stuff. But I was able to. Are
you the only man in that group?
The only man in college in that building.
I was listening to Glennon Doyle on the way in, and she said that she'd noticed something, and it keeps coming up. That she said, I put my head around the door. My kids had their friends over, right? There's a load of boys sitting on one sofa and a load of girls on the other side of the room.
Waiting to ask each other to dance, and they never do.
Are you hungry? The boys immediately didn't look up from what they were doing. Yes.
Yeah.
The girls, do you know what they did?
No.
Looked at each other.
Okay. Oh.
Because girls, I mean, in very simplistic terms, our society kind of programs girls to look for consensus. What can I do that won't rock the boat with my group? Whereas boys, equally programmed, but they're programmed to be hungry and sure.
I don't buy the sure thing.
No, but that's what they're supposed to be. So someone asks you if you're hungry, you always say yes, even if you're not.
Yeah, that is true.
Isn't he great? Look at his appetite. Isn't that great? Oh, look, he's going to have double helpings. He's going to have more than his sister. Girls will always eat less when they're when they're with peers who are boys, apparently. And boys will tend to eat a little bit more to show that they are boys, but they don't even realise they're doing it.
Oh, well, then you've thrown in that they don't even realise, which negates my opinion.
Right, go on.
That negates my opinion, saying, well, because whatever I say, the answer is, but they don't realise. I think that is. I don't think I buy that.
Okay.
I don't think I buy that, but I don't even know. Don't even notice.
The suggestion is it's toxic femininity, giving people a very narrow...
How does that relate to what I've just said, though?
Oh, because I think you're unusual in that you are someone who likes historically, you've liked to please.
Right.
But you felt it was different, that you'd gone in and asked for what you wanted to.
I don't think that... So you're saying that most men would just go in and ask?
No, but that men generally, this is generalisations about the way we bring up boys and girls. Men are supposed to be sure of what they want, right? That's what you're programmed to do.
I don't buy that.
You are supposed to be, whether you are or not. You feel like if you're not, it's a weakness.
Related to the thing yesterday, because I still don't get how it ties in with that.
Okay, so I'm probably going off on a tangent. It just kind of struck me as similar to what she'd been talking about.
I think that what you said though demeans my story.
Oh no, I don't mean it like that at all.
But that's what it feels like. It feels like you're now bringing it into a generalised talk about masculinity, which I think I interpret. Listen to us having a grown-up conversation. I'm not offended,
okay.
But I interpret that as demeaning the story and actually taking away the focus of what was a really significant thing for me.
Gosh, I'm sorry.
And making it into something else, which also I don't actually agree with, but it feels like too much of a tangent for me to go down that.
I wonder more why the women didn't feel like they wanted to come forward.
But we don't know that it's that it didn't want to come forward. We don't know that.
Or hadn't.
Yeah, they hadn't. Mm-hmm. But I don't think that's a male thing.
Okay.
I don't think that's a male. I don't know. I don't think that's a male thing. I got to work out why I feel so shit about what you said, and I don't quite know why. I feel demeaned. and I feel a bit shit. I also feel physically ill, so that's not helping. So my kind of defenses, for want of a better word, are down. Thank you. Who was that? Mux. I kind of disagree with pretty much everything you've said, but I don't feel well enough or inclined enough to go to kind of argue it.
I wasn't suggesting it was definitely that. I wondered whether it might be that.
What is that?
But I'm sorry, I don't mean to take away from something you considered a win.
It's fine. No, it's. But here's the thing. I love you, and that's, this is progress. This is progress. Dave, I'll call you back in a second. It's just, I tell you what. It's also, I'm just hyper aware of. I was called out on this course for male entitlement. And I link it. I think it for me, it throws back. It throws back to that.
Because I don't think you have that in that scenario. I think in the past you have been more inclined to please people despite yourself, which is traditionally what women are programmed to do.
Okay, but the point of also there's another group, and we don't know if someone's done the same thing in the other group.
Right. Sorry, I've taken us on a complete tangent.
That's life. That's life. Alistair, Alistair, you got any contribution to that? You don't have to.
Juice, I would say, being tennis times.
Juice? That's a little bit... Oh, juice. Juice.
So I just wondered about... It's not the lamotrigine causing you nausea, is it?
Well, it's odd that it's just started now. We're going up to 200, but I haven't gone up to 200 yet.
Oh, right, okay.
But it's odd. I've been on it for about 2 months, so I don't think it is.
Okay.
I don't think
how
it is.
How you feel better, and good day to you both.
Good day to you, sir. Good day to you, sir. Dave called in and we missed it. We're chasing that call up. I'm chasing that call. Hello? Oh.
Morning.
Good morning, David. Welcome.
Morning.
Welcome
Good
to
morning.
the show. I listened to the CD arrived. I know you very kindly gave me it on an MP3, but I really wanted to listen to the CD. There's a great Beatles bootleg. What's it called? Posters, incense.
Posters, incense, and strobe candles, is it?
Right, and it's what it is. Before the Let It Be album came out, a rough mix of it called Get Back, the original mix by Glyn Johns, got leaked out.
Mm-hmm.
There's a theory that it was Lennon gave it to a DJ or something, or that's the theory.
That's the legend.
That's the Lennon legend. But it got leaked out, and this is a bootleg, and it's so beautiful, of a radio station somewhere in America in, I guess, 1970 or 69 or 70, I don't quite know, playing this bootleg album and saying...
What, the whole thing?
The whole thing, and saying, we've got this. And he's joking about how when Apple find out, they're going to phone up the station and say, you're never going to get any more Beatles product. And it's playing adverts from the 60s, and it's the whole goddamn show on CD. And it's a different version of Let It Be, so that's exciting. But for me, the exciting bit is the DJ and the adverts. And it's marvellous, Dave.
Yeah, it is great.
It's so beautiful.
He probably did get a phone call as well.
Yeah, of course they would. And he's laughing
Alan
about
Klein
it.
would have been on their backside, yeah.
It's exciting because the guy knows it's a bit naughty and it feels naughty, and it's 50 bloody years ago, and it was a real thrill. So it may be on YouTube, but if you're into that kind of thing, I would suggest checking it out. Dave, good morning to you.
Simon and Garfunkel chat.
Welcome.
I do love My Little Town. It's one of their attempts to do a reunion album that didn't work, to do the single, and that was it.
Didn't they try and do a reunion album in the 80s?
I think Hearts and Bones was an attempt. Was that 78, 79?
Oh, I thought there was one in the 80s. Why have I got in my head there's like an anti-nuclear protest song?
You might have it there. I mean, they did a reunion single in 2003, but no one noticed.
Right, okay.
But I remember I mean, I love My Little Town. That last verse about in my little town, I was nothing. I was just my father's son.
Yeah,
saving money, dreaming of glory, twitching like a finger on the trigger of a gun. Which is, you know,
yeah.
And that's the thing. That's the thing about Paul Simon. Someone said he's a negative presence alive, in that you don't really notice he's there most of the time. When he's, you know, the songs are the star of the show, and he's sort of somewhere in there. But he really is a charisma vacuum. Isn't
I read
really?
a great thing that Paul Simon is the poet everyone thinks Dylan is.
Yeah. You know, at least, you know, I don't know. He's retired now. He's retired from live, but still putting out great stuff. Well, like Dylan hasn't for ages, but no, I remember seeing him in Hyde Park in 2003.
I decided not to go to that. I was probably very ill at the time, but yeah, and I didn't like those Hyde Park gigs.
I think it was 85 quid a ticket.
Right.
And that was for the seated bit at the front. So, and it wasn't exactly a warm up. Halfway through, Paul Simon said, "And will you please welcome the Everly Brothers?" And the Everly Brothers came out.
Oh, that was their tour. Was the Everly Brothers? There was I had a bootleg of one of their shows. That was the tour. It was the Everly Brothers came out in the middle and did their hits for 20 minutes.
And then Simon & Garfunkel came in Bye Bye Love with them, and then goodbye to the Everly Brothers. But they virtually walked on separately, you know, from each side of the stage, shook hands at the start, not looking at each other, and at the end, shook hands and then walked off.
I saw McCartney around about that time at Hyde Park. That was good. That was good.
Yeah.
But Simon & Garfunkel.
I think they are fascinating. The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, where Art does a very sort of, you know, respectful speech about, I was very lucky to find my friend Paul, and, you know, applause. And Paul walks up and says, Art and I agree on virtually nothing, but I think he was very fortunate to meet me. No, they are. And, it is true that he made a couple of records. Jerry Reed, I think he was called at one point. He made some. I think he got his own publishing contract as well, which is always.
Have you heard the Art Garfunkel autobiography audiobook?
No, I'd like to. Now that I know that exists, I'm going to have to go and seek that out.
It's my gift to you is informing you of it, because it's so insane. It's insane. There's bits of it that are like, what's that Alan Partridge book where he walks?
Oh, in the footsteps of my father.
There's a bit of it like that, because I think he walks like from Scotland. He does like a walk through England or something. I need to listen to it again. And it's just insane. It's so weird.
He used to bring out his son to sing, didn't he?
Yeah.
Who's a mini-me of Garfunkel, virtually. He used to dress him in the black waistcoat, leather waistcoat.
There's a chapter about the wig as well. I think it's a chapter. There's certainly several pages about his wig. Art Garfunkel's wig, and he talks really interesting about when he lost his voice and couldn't sing, and he had to cancel his tour with Paul Simon, but didn't tell him why, and that kind of fueled the hatred. And then he finally learned to get his voice back by having to sing like maybe not an octave, but sing several keys lower, and it's just fascinating. Hazy says, "Did you play the audiobook and talk?" I played the Billy Idol one. Which is so vulgar.
Oh, you would expect.
Yeah, it's vulgar. Well, there's a story. Listen, the Billy Idol story about how he broke his wrist.
Almost.
It's disgusting. It's awful.
There's a very funny track called "The Breakup." That's on a Simon & Garfunkel box set that I've got, where basically Art Garfunkel's doing a speech about how sad it is they split up, and Paul Simon keeps cutting in on the talkback saying, "No, make it sound more grave, make it sound more."
I've heard that. Yeah.
It's really, really funny.
Yeah.
So they are quite. I think they said at one point they wanted to call their second album "So Young and So Full of Pain" because they were seen as this. You know, they have got a sense of. And I think it's Carrie Fisher says that there's nothing funnier than Paul Simon. You know, acting like he's not funny.
Well, wasn't Paul Simon going out with Carrie Fisher when she was like 16 or something?
Yeah.
And he was in late 20s, early 30s. No, naughty.
Yeah, she said she knew the marriage was over when she was going on a trip, and he dropped her off at the airport, and she said, "Let's not fall out. You'll be sad if anything happens to me on this flight." And he went, That's when she knew it was over.
But she also said, if Paul Simon offers to write a song about you, let him do it.
Yeah, she did. I love that. What was that one woman show? You can see it on Sky Arts, I think.
Oh, it's very
Wishful
good.
Drinking.
Yeah, it's so
very
good.
Very good.
She does the Hollywood relationships chart and it ends up all over the place. And basically she's trying to work out whether her daughter is going out with her, like, possibly a relation.
Thank you, David.
Thank you very much.
Tutty Buys. If you want to call us up, you are very welcome. It's our last contractual show on Twitch. This is how far we have come. That we could have that conversation and me not get angry and storm off in a huff. You not try and fix it and all of that. That is progress. And I put it down for me because I'm really working my steps and because of college, because of the development I'm doing in college. Shut up, man. We're growing as human beings.
I feel sad and sorry that I might have upset you.
Yeah. I didn't mean to dismiss your feelings. I'm like, not. I'm.
But I also,
that's the way it goes.
But I also know it's not my job to fix everything. You're not well, are you?
Hang on. No, I'm not well.
I can see from your eyes.
I got to get well because I gotta get my boys later on. I gotta do some stuff in the meantime. Give us the meat. Give us the meat.
Give us the meat. Give us the meat. Give us the meat. Give us the meat.
Let's get the bloody thing going.
Let's get the bloody thing going. Let's get some best of up. You can still call us while best of is playing 0203286.
Do you want some water?
No.
When people take off.
That's Butlins. I just wondered if I had a best of open. Beach Boys, Stream Elements. I do not have a best of open, so we are going to open a best of TLNA. Oh no. Oh, there it is. We do have it good because it was going to be a bugger to find where it was because it's not listed. Okay, here we go. So this is some of the best of stuff as from the year of our Lord Jesus Christ, 2021. And thank you to Matty for putting this up. I've just got to play some adverts. Please don't subscribe if you can avoid it till July the 1st. We would appreciate that. Ming, thank you for Patreoning up. I am going to tell you, Ming, you're going to get billed tomorrow as well, so you're going to pay double. So sorry about that. If you want to Patreon up, I would suggest do it tomorrow on July the 1st. You saw that and you're all good. Thank you.
As long as you're okay with it.
Oh, this is the 12-hour show. Where the thing is, I think the link is on my phone. I can't remember where you sent the link to it.
Can you hear B-Boy at the end of the garden? That's how loud the shouting is.
Oh, you sent it to me on Twitter, didn't you? He's got the link here. He's sending me the link here. I couldn't remember if we'd sent it in private channels, public channels, the English channels. God bless England. God bless England. I had a very funny thing. Someone I don't know very well, a woman who helped me book a holiday, basically. She worked at this thing and I'd done some publicity for them and I kind of tapped her up and said, I did some filming there. I said, I suppose you can give us, this was any discount. So I didn't know her very well. She just very kindly got me a discount and we WhatsApped. A woman called Michelle. And then I got a message from her out of the blue. And the message was, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to send that to you. I'm like, oh, wow. Okay, this is going to be great. And I looked and it was a video of David Beckham saying, he's coming home this time. And then it cuts to a woman saying, oh, F off, you see. Which of course I found it hilarious, but she didn't know me very well. And you don't know if the other person is going to kind of dig that kind of stuff. And it made me laugh, A, because it's quite a funny clip, and B, just because of the embarrassment of her sentiment. I said, honestly, you have absolutely nothing. You have absolutely nothing to worry about. I'm cool with this kind of stuff. It was very funny.
The problem with the It's Coming Home thing is I'm not sure football knows it ever lived here. So, has it still got a key?
Now watch us get knocked out by the crap team that we're playing next, Ukraine or whoever it is, I don't know. Right, so this is some of the best stuff of 2021. Mary Steve-O's there. Matty, I'm so sorry. I saw you then, you were streaming afterwards, and I'm so sorry I didn't raid you last night. So do let me know. And give How do you pronounce? Is it Pooper or Pupa? Pupa it would be, wouldn't it?
Pupa.
Pupa Pals. Let's get a shout out for your channel. I think I'm following that channel, Pupa Pals. I think Matty goes and tends to stream Eurovision stuff on there. And I've watched one, and it's very, very entertaining. It's very silly, and we like that. I am following that, I think. Let me just double check I'm following Pupa Pals. Let's get the follows in. I'm following it. There's 59 followers. Let's get that up to 100 followers if we can.
I'm in.
It's a very, very...
I'm already following.
There we go. Let's get the follows in. Let's get the follows in, guys. All right, let's have some of this. I'm not sure how much of this I can do, but we're going to do it. So this was David Turner's playing hide and seek.
Oh, brilliant.
David, that was... So we looked at this because you can see a face in his genitals.
I dislike you. I dislike everything you say.
By the way, well done for timing that, Roger. No spoilers on Loki episode 4, please. If any spoilers, that's an insta ban. Because I'm loving Loki. It's time travel and it's dumb. Two of my favourite things.
Stand for.
Yeah.
Brown Eyes Dolly yesterday's great. You saw yesterday with my mum, didn't you?
Yeah. I think you were there as well.
I was there.
That time.
I enjoy yesterday. I know Dave hates it. I enjoy it.
I was quite moved.
I liked it a lot.
Although I thought a lot of the people in it were arseholes.
Can we time Roger out for a Loki spoiler there? Loki is ace. That counts as a spoiler, mate.
Mm-hmm.
That's a timeout. As I said, you should be getting an insta ban, but I like you. So that is a timeout for a spoiler on Loki. Thank you, man.
Horrible
Good
human
at hiding,
being.
though, isn't he?
Yep. That was brilliant, mate.
Look how fat I am, and it's not fat. I take that back. Sorry, look. It's myself. I can call myself that if I want. But look how big I am in the face, and it's not just the beard. You can see where the beard ends, and I'm still a big boy. Big boy.
I have to give you that. That was epic.
Thanks, man.
Hello.
Hello, Rocker Paul.
Hey, Rocker Paul.
Hey. How's it going?
You voted for Brexit.
It's going all right. What you got?
Right. This is going to be a really bad one.
Oh.
There we go. When they know it's a really bad one.
But they're going to go in anyway. It does feel like a not being funny, but. Let's hear it.
I don't like people, and my job is talking to people. Imagine.
I'm in Northern Ireland, and we have the Irish Sea border.
Yeah.
And now that there's certain stuff that's not coming into the country.
Yeah. What do you want us to get?
No,
That's a quick comeback.
I'm just letting you know that as a result of this, Amazon, where I work, we have dropped so much that we're about...
It's Yodel, isn't it?
Well...
They do.
They don't drop it. They throw it up on the roof. Actually...
One put it through a toilet window and it landed in the
I had a pushchair
lavvy.
go completely missing, right? So I
Oh,
followed it
remember
up
this,
with the might of the BBC behind me, followed it up, went to a BBC consumer programme, and all of a sudden I got a brand new, upgraded version of it. 2 weeks later, guy comes to the door one night with the original one.
So you sent one back?
I said, it's been replaced. He went, all right, took it back. So...
He knew.
I think it'd probably been traced back to him, isn't it?
He knew.
Well, it's not that.
Apparently a lot of pushchairs at that time were going missing.
This is NSFW, according to Matty, and he has a very high standard of filth. So if he's saying it, man alive, this is going to be awful.
Amazon, we're losing, say, about 600 jobs here.
Oh, blimey.
Just because of this border.
That's my God. Are we talking about Brexit?
So, I'm just putting it out there. This border shouldn't have came into effect.
Well, you shouldn't have voted for Brexit.
I didn't.
That's it. I didn't. I remember this.
I didn't vote for Brexit.
Well, clearly someone did.
Just pulled me plug out. Sorry.
It's very rare. I'm so sharp. That's a sharp one. That's normally a Catherine kind of vibe there.
Yeah, the majority of England did.
Okay. Well, you shouldn't have. You should have considered that before you voted it.
I'm in Northern Ireland.
Yeah.
I voted to remain for this reason.
Well, can you show us the ballot paper? The ballot. Here's the thing: no one picks up that I say words wrong. Amazon is how you say it. Ballot.
Hello, Biggers. You all right, dude?
Oh, he's okay. All right, that's good to know.
No.
Exactly.
So we've got to take your word for it. Is that right?
This poor lad.
At which point, normally, someone would go,
Oh, fuck.
oh, right, okay, I'm sorry. I thought I was speaking to Andrew Bloody Neil and I'm talking to two dickheads.
Never phoned us before, never phoned us since.
And yeah, you got Statler and Waldorf.
Cop Bongo says, you look like an Arctic explorer there, Ian. Thank you, I was. And I was planning to go, but due to lockdown, I was unable to go.
No.
So that's that done now.
You opened the freezer door a couple of times, didn't you?
I did, actually. Are you a little bit peckish?
No, but I could be.
Can I show you something?
What you got? I had an almond croissant. Croissant.
But I know you don't like eating on stream.
I don't, but what you got? I'm also not hungry. I would eat if it was. I think that might help with your nausea if I ate one. Yeah.
Maggots. Got some maggots.
Look at that face that you've frozen it on.
Have that,
What do you
boy.
think? What do you think, Catherine from the past? Do I eat this?
Have that.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you're fancy maggots. Can someone... actually, I think I can do it. I can never remember how to screenshot on computers. I think it's Control S... Control Windows S. No, that brings up speech recognition.
We don't need that.
Shift Windows S. There we go. Actually, I want to do that better.
Matt Scratch says, too early for ice cream, no? You're not our real dad.
I don't know where that goes. It goes there.
Yum, yum. What? What's your beef? Nothing wrong with that face.
Cat pout. I want that on the desktop.
Yum, 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 yum.
I'm gonna make that. That picture is going to be sent to all our patrons.
Ooh.
So, you want to hear what's being said as we bully a man? So let me open this.
I do love it.
Food cheers.
Cheers. I do love it when people stumble into this stream and think they're going to have a serious conversation.
I was not true, then...
Well, your word is whether your word is true or not. I would not calling you a liar.
They've cancelled Brexit.
I'm not calling you a liar, but I do think that you're lying. We're funny. We're funny. Why is it right? To me, this is the most mainstream thing you can get. This to me is like the one show, right?
No, it isn't.
Honestly, I think this is like the one show.
There aren't people using this as a chat line in pubs.
But there's no one. Everyone else thinks we're fringe and culty. I mean, the numbers would imply we are culty, but this to me is main. I don't get why this isn't on BBC One. Honestly, I don't get it.
You're joking.
Why?
I'm not. Just the vibe I'm getting from you. You sound like you phone up and you tell me that you voted for Brexit, and now you're upset because some people are going to lose their jobs because of Brexit, which you voted
No,
for.
I didn't vote for Brexit.
That's not what you said at the start of this call.
No, I didn't. I said
Exactly.
I voted to remain.
Yes, that's what you're saying now. At the start of this call, you said
no, if you go
as
back
a Scotsman,
in the VOD, you'll hear it.
Mm-hmm. No, I remember. Totally gaslighting him. Oh, David, I missed you. I'm calling you up, David. Hello, David. Oh, that's coming over here.
David, David, David. Oh.
Stop sniffing your finger.
On Everest. Or you be. Oh,
Oh!
matey.
Let me dip. I want to dip. Oh, this is pornography. NSFW.
Oh.
Jeez. Oh, you dirty boy.
I don't think they should have this on Twitch.
Oh.
I think it's 13-year-olds watching this that. Oh, yeah. Oh, mum.
Oh, you dirty boy. And he's gone. He's gone. He hung up.
There should be a separate category for that, shouldn't there?
What aisle would I get that in?
The I'll be back. The spreads aisle, like with jam and that.
Wow. Imagine.
They do Biscoff creams now as well.
Oh. He's gone to hump the jar, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Hasn't he just?
So now you're calling me a liar?
No, I didn't call you a liar.
Well, what are you saying?
I'm saying
I
didn't.
am saying that you said
I
that
said
you voted
majority
Brexit. You're
of-
saying you didn't say that, so you're calling me a liar.
Well, you're calling me a liar.
No, I'm not.
Yes,
Here's the thing. What a waste of everybody's time this conversation
And
is.
yet, and yet.
And yet he's still going for it.
Know what I heard?
I know what I heard.
Well, put it like this: we're losing our jobs, and I think the paperwork. There's a company which going bust because England, and I quote here, England will not send product to
Who are you
Northern Ireland.
quoting when you say England? When you say quote England, who are you saying?
Totally misinterpreting the word quote. I'm either an idiot or a genius.
Company based in England.
Who are you quoting? You said quote England.
Well, basically the English are not doing it because it's going to cost them too much money to send a certain item to Northern Ireland. And we're saying, why should it cost any money? Because we're still part of the United Kingdom.
What is the certain item?
What do you want?
I can't say.
Butt plugs.
I'm not allowed to say.
Well,
Not allowed to say.
you're not allowed to say.
Well, I could say. It's alcohol.
Why can't you say alcohol? Is your mum listening?
I've just reset the whole thing. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Hang on.
Why should I lie about my mum?
He's dead. His mum's dead.
Into mum. Why are their mums always dead?
I won.
That was classic.
Where did that go?
Grace,
Hang on.
it's
And
not
you.
very disrespectful.
Oh, okay.
Northern Ireland, and we're saying, why should it cost any money? Because
I'll
I
get it for you.
can't say.
Butt plugs.
I'm not allowed to say.
What do you mean you're not allowed to say?
Well, I could say it's alcohol.
I do remember he got very, very pissed off.
Can't you say alcohol? Is your mum listening?
No, my mum's dead, and that's very disrespectful.
Oh, come
Shut
on
up.
now. Your mum is
Shut
alive
up.
and
Your mum is alive and well. Shut up.
well,
she's
and
not.
you know
She
it.
died when I was 7 fucking years old, and that is a fucking disgrace. And I would like an apology, please.
You're not going to get an apology because you voted for Brexit. I won.
That was classic, wasn't it? Was that live Twitter that we just witnessed there?
This is nuts.
I won. He thought he was up to it, and he wasn't. I won. My mum's dead. Oh,
It wasn't even good enough to be
thank
shit.
you very much, Harsh.
Quite. If his mum was dead, right? And I don't believe it for a minute. If his mum was dead and had died when he was 7 years old,
It should be over it by now.
well, you'd think that he'd have more of a, he'd have developed more of a response to the, you know,
Maybe
people
he's-
referring to his mum.
Maybe he's 8.
Okay.
Still recent.
Very much indeed. Oh,
No, come on.
Frantic.
Would you like proof that my mum is dead?
I couldn't give a shit.
Oh my
hard, that's
god.
hard.
It is, but
That
he
is
he weaponised the mum.
Also, what proof didn't he send
He
us?
weaponised the mum.
Totally. Did he send us a picture of a gravestone or something? Or he's going to?
Which is normal behaviour.
couldn't care less.
You are one fucking toxic bastard who should be banned off a fucking Twitch. And I am saying this outright. That is
You're-
a disgrace that you're saying that I am lying about my mum. Why should I lie about my mum? My mum's been dead since I was 7 years old.
Okay.
And you're saying I'm a fucking liar.
Yeah.
That is the...
I saw the thought process there. Yeah.
And Twitch don't want to pay for this for another 12 months?
disgraceful. I'll show you proof
Just
that my
shut
mum
it,
is
pal.
dead.
I'm not really interested.
See, it just shows you that you're the hypocrite and won't fucking apologise.
Why won't
Wow.
I fucking apologise?
I mean, that is interesting.
What is the word? There's a name for it, isn't it? When you put a word in the middle of another word.
Yeah, swearing.
That's it. Okay.
A bloody swearer.
Should I? Why should I
Why
be
would
interested?
swear bloodying?
It's not in the middle of a word. That's just in a sentence. Oh, swear bloody ing. Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so I've got the ing is not a word.
Why would you
why
not
would I be
apologise
interested?
in saying that somebody's making this up? Why would you not be the big man?
Don't forget, this is the best of the last 6 months. The best.
I think that this is the reason for the phone call, though. The row. So he knew he was going to have a row. He thought it would be about blaming the English for Brexit, which obviously is an easy one. But then you gave him the mum outlet.
Sleepy Joe, 46 sucks. I tell you, I know what you should do. You should have a little time out for 20 minutes while you think about it. Let the mods do it because they're great at doing the times. You have a little time out for 20 minutes while you think about your behaviour, both at that fairground ride and in this chat. Thank you very much indeed. I don't believe you.
You don't believe me?
Why would you ring a stream
really
that's playing
clever.
hide and seek to bring in a Brexit topic where you couldn't be specific and then start getting upset about this?
Really?
I'm
Oh,
asking a
you for
question.
fucking for real?
I'm asking you a question, and I'm not. Listen, I'm not swearing. I'm not swearing at you.
I really hope Twitch do ban you.
Okay.
'Cause
What's
that
your
is the
language,
absolute-
son? What's your language? We're happy to talk to you. What's
Son.
I have little tricks for really patronising people and calling them son is one of them. And I'm doing it in my calm down voice, but I'm using words that actually would get any normal person significantly angrier. Your language.
George, you're a fanny.
Why would you phone up?
My theory. You phoned up for an argument.
And
No, I didn't.
you lost it. You lost it.
I didn't phone up for argument.
Okay.
No, that's the wrong answer.
Still arguing.
Into Northern Ireland.
Okay. Why would you think we'd be interested in hearing your shitty, boring story about Brexit?
Really, it's shitty. So hold on a minute, because you don't want to hear about it.
I don't. No, I don't. We're playing hide and seek.
Would you like it if it was your job or not?
We're playing hide and seek. Are we having a conversation, or you just? Because if you just want to talk, we'll shut up and you can talk, or we can have a conversation. What would you rather?
Have a conversation.
Okay. Why would you think that when we're playing hide and seek, we'd want to stop the fun to listen to your boring story about Brexit?
Now, I didn't know at the time that was the issue.
Well, may I suggest, before you phone up things, before you phone up shows, radio shows and Twitch shows, you try and get a sense of what the vibe is. Because the vibe is not a Brexit vibe. I accept your apology. I accept your apology. Thank you very much for your call.
Try not to swear
Oh, that's a cheap shot, Ian. Cheap shot.
so much in future. It's really unbecoming.
We got there in the end.
Don't swear so much in future.
Have you?
It's
Now you
unbecoming.
are.
That was my dad.
I look hot here.
Okay.
You're over 80, aren't you? Barry from Watford. Yes. Have you had the vaccine yet?
No.
Thank you, Fizbin.
Oh dear.
Have you got an appointment to have the vaccine yet?
Yes, I have in about a week's time.
And how are you feeling about that?
I cannot wait to get to the front of the queue.
Okay.
I would camp outside like Wimbledon to get that flipping thing in my arm. I cannot wait. And if Bill Gates wants to stick a microchip in there at the same time, he can do that at all. I did have something stuck in my back once. We went to a lovely camping trip into Canberra Sands to see me and Margaret. And we had a meal out, by our tent.
Yeah.
And she's left some of the crockery on the floor. And we were rolling around and the cutlery, making love under the moonlight.
Hello, Space Cowboy.
This way, that way, long way, short way, some as big as your head. And then, as I rolled back and she was sort of on top sort of thing, it stuck right in my back. And
Just pause a second. Moomin is saying, "Oh, bless her, proper London girl."
This is a bloke.
It's Barry from Watford.
Barry from Watford, mate. I bet she is a pearly queen. This is
Well,
Barry from
he would be
Watford.
very offended by that, but he's a different generation.
Yeah. You've listened to the show before, right, Moomin? I know, because you're constantly tweeting weird stuff to me, but...
I went, oh!
What was it, her finger?
No, it was a little bit of cutlery. We'd had some lovely sausages. We'd had some lovely sausages. Yeah,
she was having a little sausage as well.
What?
Jason says in the chat, Barry is used to feeling a prick. Oh, I didn't know
Well,
that
that's
was going.
charming, isn't it? That's charming.
Was it? I meant on here, not tweet. You know, I'm not feeling very well. We should know because you're a real fan. I meant on here. Was it a good fork?
Yeah. She said, you want a fork? I said, well, let's do this first and with the sausage, then we done it after. Yeah. She said, spoon? I said, no, well, we'll do that when we go to sleep, but, you know.
She said, peg.
What was that noise? Who was that? Barry from Watford must have been calling me for, I don't know, when did I start on LBC? For 16, 17 years.
Must be tired.
he doesn't age very much.
He said that should be outside and attached to the guy rope very firmly.
She said, Billy can. I said, no, it's a Billy Goat ram.
No, surely you should.
Say,
if
no,
she
we
said
can't.
Billy can, you said no, Billy can't. This is private.
Billy bloody can't. I tell you that, man.
I know. We literally just told you that.
She said, is that a guy rope? I said, well, no, it's a guy's rope, all right, yeah. And she said, that doesn't really work. But then it doesn't matter, you know. She said...
Tense? It was a bit uncomfortable, yes.
Said sleeping bag, said it happens to us all.
You've had 2 kids.
She said...
Barry,
I like that
we're
one,
just
look.
joking about your wife's saggy vagina, that's all. Please don't be
Did
offended.
you say flaps, did you? Did you say flaps?
Oh dear. Welcome.
And Twitch don't want this for another 12 months.
Welcome to the Sixth Form Common Room.
Just want to say, subs and bits are appreciated. If you can hold off until tomorrow. If you sub today, by a strange quirk of our contract, we don't get a penny of it. If you sub tomorrow or after that, then we get the usual amount, which I think is about 50%, which I think is actually exploitative of streamers, but that's a conversation for a different day. You can, of course, donate. And I would suggest if you're going to sign up to Patreon, do it tomorrow. Tomorrow's the 1st, right?
What's on your finger?
Let's find out.
You got a sticky bird.
Oh, it wasn't chocolate. If you're going to sign up to pay, tomorrow's the 1st of July, right? Is it?
I don't know. Let me check on the
Because
calendar.
I'm telling people to sign. Yes, January, February, March, April, May, June. Yes, it is. There's 30 days in June. So tomorrow.
What was that? Oh, that.
That's how you work out the date. How many days? So the high fingers, 31 days. The low ones, apart from February, 30 days. So January, February, 31 days. 28. 31 days. So January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August. July and August both got 31.
Stop it.
Did you not know that? This is a thing. I read it in a book when I was like 8. Read it in a scouting book. You do that January, February,
What does it
March,
mean if you've
April,
got chocolate on March?
May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. It works. It totally was the only way I can do it.
Do you think that's how they made up the months? Fingers.
Probably. They probably went like that. I'm going to call these months. I can't do the rhyme. Total game changer, Calico, because the rhyme I don't know and it doesn't rhyme. And
30
it's
days of
stupid.
September, April, June and November. All the rest have 31 except February, which is 28 days.
It's a shit poem.
Something
It's a modern poem.
And something leap year.
BAPT did it with Knuckles. It's the same thing. But high, 31, low, generally 30, but we all know February. Months.
Okay, good.
Well, Happy Tree is saying there are 39 days in a leap year. You are way out.
What year is it to you?
You are way out.
Yeah.
Flaps.
She said, you're going to lie
Right,
on the
I'm going to jump forward a
canvas."
bit.
I said, "It's no time to
Pleasures.
start painting now."
Ollie's pleasures. Hello, Ollie. Now, Ollie has not been on the stream for a while, Matty, and you'll know this. Is Ollie cool with us? Because I like them a lot. And I know that they've been very, very poorly. And I just want to check, do you know, you're not the spokesperson for Ollie, but do you know that Ollie is cool with us and is cool for us to play this, because I don't want to cause any upset. It's someone I got a lot of time and affection for, and I don't want to upset them. So, do we know? Would you think Maddie, Steve-O, just been up and down with their lungs a lot? All right, so as long as they're cool, and I need to check in with them actually. So let's. Where does this start? Let's get to the start of this. This is edited brilliantly. Look, it's got points.
Hello,
little
Ollie.
marks. So thank you.
You've grown again.
Oh, and by the way, once we've done this today, I think it's on Matty's Ian Lee Vault YouTube channel. I think is going to make this public, so you can go. It's 4.5 hours. You can dip in and out. You can, it's if you're bored, you can do that and have a little look. And thank you for putting it together. Thank you.
Can I set you a series of challenges?
Set it for that fella, because we're not into challenges. I'm feeling very lazy at the moment.
At the moment.
I was feeling glum.
Look, my hair looks awesome. I look great. I judge whether a clip is any good by how hot I look. And man, I'm looking. Let's just go there. Yeah, that's the one.
I was feeling glum because I needed my hair cut.
Hey, we've got 11. We didn't have 11 before, did we? We had
11
10.
what?
11 goals.
Yes.
We had 10. I like that shot.
Yeah, I thought you might. Hang on.
Matt. What are you doing? That's weird. What are you doing? That's weird. Matt, we're still going to be streaming on here, mixture of here and on YouTube. And the shows will be a bit shorter because we're going to go behind a paywall on Patreon. But there will still be free stuff.
Oh.
Well, let's tell us what the challenges are. Because if the challenges go to bed after the show, I accept.
I was going to do a series of them.
Yes.
One was how long can you both hold your breath for?
Oh, I'll do that. We'll do that. All right, here we go.
Listen to all of them.
Oh, Jesus.
If I can remember them all. What is the longest word you can think of and spell? What is the biggest thing in the room you can balance on your head? And who can pull the ugliest face? And the chat decides who wins.
Okay, well, and what is this? Was this for just to give you the horn?
We're dancing monkeys now, are we? Is that what we're here for?
Oh, these are quiz. All right, these are quiz points. All right. Well, can I suggest?
Oh, because we used to do a quiz on Thursday night. Do you remember?
Oh, yeah.
And I won the tournament. I have been thinking that maybe when we go behind the paywall, we reintroduce that.
I think we came very close to falling out permanently.
Oh,
over that
God,
quiz,
I'd love to
so-
fall out permanently with you. I think maybe we might introduce something like that again. I enjoyed that. We used to get the most phone calls doing that, and then we stopped.
And people used to come up with quite elaborate games.
Vulgar
didn't they?
games.
Oh, there was a filthy game.
We might bring that back. No wonder that person, Nelly, was nervous phoning in. He was nervous he was going to get arrested for obscenity laws.
I thought you were going to say erection.
May I? Dave is saying, how long can you leave a tenner on the floor without stealing it? That's unfair.
Because Ollie famously stole £10.
From an old woman.
Fair. That's unfair.
We imagine.
Listen. I would suggest. Not the picking things up in my room.
Who is it? What's going on?
I don't know.
But I'm up for the blow. What was it? Blowing a hole? What was it? Blow a hole.
Holding your breath.
Holding your breath.
Uh-oh.
Here comes trouble. Here comes Johnny Reggae. Do you know that song?
Yes.
Here comes Johnny Reggae. Reggae.
Oh, he's smoking a pen. He means business.
Nelford.
Hi.
Could you turn your phone the other way around, please?
Is that a sombrero?
Thank you. It is a sombrero.
Okay, we're in your dressing room.
He's murdered a Mexican. There's a lot of cultural appropriation going on in that room. And race. Oh, there it is. There he is. That's why.
I don't know what you mean.
Gatford says Gatford's fridge is being cleaned and filled ready. Why are you speaking about your fridge in the third person?
Nelford, proceed.
So,
can you put that pen out, please? I find it a little bit rude.
Hang on. So, with it being the last Twitch stream, and with you referring to it just then...
It's not the last Twitch stream.
Oh, yeah, sorry. The last Twitch stream that you are on the contract, something like that?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
So I've got a last, but Blue or False, if you want to do it, but it's based on not on film titles, on the names of actors.
Okay. Let's do
which
it.
may be ones I've made up, they may be real, but they're all based on Hollywood actors' names.
May I ask you a question? After the
All right.
revelation, the shocking revelations yesterday, if you missed yesterday's show, full of revelations, on a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being rock hard and number 2, like tough guy, it's Stratham, and number 10 being the chase me guy, how, Duncan Norvell, how scared are you of making this call?
I'm all right. I would say that I'm not. Hang on, what was one was what?
One was Jason Stratham, tough guy, not bothered. 10 is chase me, is terrified.
3.5.
So yesterday you lied.
No. Today is different because I'm getting nervous now. I'm about 6 now.
Good. I want to push it up to a 9, otherwise my job has not been done.
It's because I'm sort of half prepared to do something.
You're in control. Well, you thought you were.
We have some business here. Satchmo says, what do I get extra if I upgrade from £6.66 to a higher tier? You get shed loads. First of all, you get at least 2, probably 4. I think it's going to be 4 bonus if you go up to £20 above, 4 bonus solo podcasts a month. And we've got some great ideas as well. You get priority on playing multiplayer games with us when we do streams. You get invited. Oh, that's it. You get invited to what used to be called the Tier 3 production meeting. You get invited to that. You get like a Zoom meeting with the other £20 and above, me and Catherine and the mods, and we have a chat. Now, we're going to do one of those soon. We should come up with a date for July. Mm-hmm. It might be a car crash because we've got a lot more £20-pounders than we had Tier 3s. My expectation is, from having done this on my Patreon, is most people won't come.
Yeah.
But if they do, we're going to probably split into 2 rooms. Oh shit, I knew there was a reason not to cancel my Zoom thing, and I did cancel it. We're probably going to split into 2 rooms, and Kath will have one and I'll have one. Or we might, if that doesn't work, we might kind of stagger it and say, here, we've got 2 dates, pick a date, sign up for that date. So that's that. Nellington, the elephant, went to town. Say goodbye to the circus.
Still about 6.
Okay.
So I've got a list of 10. Again, we usually do it penalty shootout style, 1 at a time.
Shootout.
You say blue or false. Yeah, like football. And then
I thought you meant like
see who wins.
From a porn
So if
star's
you would
plan.
like to do it, you can. If you want to tell me to go away.
Well, I would like to tell you to go away, but I will tell you to go away, but let's play the game first.
Yeah. So who would like to go first?
Me, please.
Okay, so Catherine, blue or false? So these are, just to say, these are all film star names, but they're based on Hollywood stars. Okay.
So are these porno stars or what?
These are all porno stars, or ones I made up.
Right.
So, blue or false? Catherine, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Good work, Pete, by the way. Good work.
I think that is Arnold Schwarzenegger. Blue.
Correct.
You're keeping score, right?
I'm keeping score, yes.
And by the way,
Ian?
to the person that was timed out by Pete, he's not the only one that wasn't excited about the football, all right? Yes, sir.
Ian, Jack Nicholson.
False.
Correct. One.
Nicholson.
Catherine.
Yes.
Catherine. The next one is Huge Lorry.
Nah, that's rubbish, isn't it?
Don't look at me. I'm not helping you.
I think that is a false.
Correct. 2 to you.
What's that shit screen behind you?
Who calls it a lorry?
Why have you got a shit screen behind you?
Because I put it up when we first moved and I can't be bothered to take it back down again. Ian, Tom Wanks.
True.
You seem really sure of that one.
Correct.
Yeah.
Catherine.
Is it you?
Catherine, your next one.
Carry your question, please.
Yes.
Your next one is Cock Hudson.
It's a vintage reference.
It's a risky reference for a porn star as well. Knowing how Mr. Hudson passed away.
Yes. False.
I'd say true.
Incorrect.
Yeah.
What's it?
That is a blue star.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
Ian.
Bold move.
Next one is.
Isn't it interesting? Rock Hudson, big heartthrob.
Beautiful.
In the, I guess, the 40s,
Yeah.
50s. And then died in the 80s because of AIDS-related illness.
Yeah.
And he was bisexual, I think. Although I think they made a big thing of saying he was gay. But I think he was bisexual, if I remember correctly. And it was huge. And I didn't really know what was going on in the 80s with that because I didn't really know who he was and stuff. But it was huge. And the papers were furious that this queer had this, and this is the vibe I'm using, had pretended to be straight, and there was a vibe of he got what he deserved. That was the vibe, wasn't it?
Wonder why.
Insane.
Wonder why he kept it quiet.
Insane, really. And I think it has changed a lot. I think it's a lot subtler now. I think it's still there, that homophobia, biphobia, but it's a lot subtler. Remember when we spoke to Noel from Hearsay?
Yeah.
And Hearsay, 20 years ago? And he was told, yeah, you can't be gay.
Yeah, this was in the run.
You can't be gay.
This was in the run up to Hearsay becoming, public property. So he has a meeting with PR people and says, right, is there anything we should know about before we go into this, so that and anything you want to ask us before we kind of launch ourselves upon the world? And he said, well, there is this. Yeah, no, you don't really want people to know that.
Crazy.
And he was a young man, he's a young man, not too sure actually of himself at that point and needing a bit of reassurance. And what he was assured of was that you don't want to tell people that.
Fisbin makes a point. It was huge. Rock Hudson was huge. He was appearing in Dynasty at the time. Had a scene kissing Crystal Carrington. Yeah, it was horrible. And there is still that. I remember kind of the glee when Kenny Everett said that he had HIV.
Yeah.
And there was a glee about it because he was one of those puffs that flaunted it. Again, I'm using the language of the time, so apologies if it offends anybody.
And it's the sort of language
but that was the thing.
You would see in the papers.
Oh God, yeah. And he flaunted it. He was out.
Didn't mind if you were quiet about it and tortured. If it didn't look fun, then that's the sort of homosexual. But they did like a flamboyant homosexual that probably wasn't. He was probably just a bit woodsy.
Yeah.
And
again, I won't use that language again. But those were the words that were in the papers. They would be in headlines.
Yeah.
Nuts, man. Sorry, Nelly. That's probably killed the sex vibe a bit. Let's get back into it.
Yes. So we're back to Catherine.
Yes.
With Blue or False.
Oh no, Benedict it's you. That was my one.
Oh no, I got what?
Hudson was the last one.
Yeah, and I said false. Yeah. You.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, Ian. Blue or False. Benedict Cumminsnatch.
Sorry.
Flipping it.
Benedict Cumminsnatch.
Benedict Cumminsnatch.
Benedict Cumminsnatch. Wow, there's 3 in there. There's Dick. There's Cum and there's Snatch. That's a great one. True.
False.
Disgusting. That's from your mind, is it? My auntie sent me a message yesterday on the family WhatsApp saying football's coming home, but she spelt coming in that way, which kind of took the edge off it for me.
Pete says, well, even 10, 15 years or so when Darren Brown came out as gay, the Sun went with the headline Mindbender. I would have done jokes like that on the 11 o'clock show 20 years ago, and not proud of it. I did. Yeah, okay. Nellington.
Catherine.
Yes.
Your next one is...
Great question, Andy. Yes, Jamie. What kind of issues?
Justine Beaver.
Justine Beaver.
Transposed the gender, it sounds like.
Yeah, it sounds like. I mean, it's an interesting manoeuvre. Because surely you're trying to pose as that person. I thought that was the point. Yeah, why not? Yeah, blue.
Correct.
Yeah, it's a good
so
one.
it's 3-2 to Catherine. Ian,
Wait
your
a minute,
next
I've got
one.
more than Catherine. She didn't
No, I
get.
haven't.
She's got loads wrong.
She got one wrong. You got one wrong as well.
This is bullshit.
This
She
is
got
why we
two
don't do
wrong.
the quiz anymore.
She got two
This is why
wrong.
we don't do the quiz anymore.
She got Cock Hudson wrong.
Yeah, I did.
She got one before that wrong.
Don't recall that.
No.
Which mean no. I should. This is why I should keep score.
Because that's the answer. She did not get more than one wrrong. So your next one, Ian, is
By the way,
Tim Throbbins.
people in America are saying, should I sign up for Patreon because it might be tricky? We will be doing. We'll find a way of incorporating more evening shows.
We have done it for our American patrons before.
We will find a way of incorporating more evening shows. So don't worry about that. James, what's the issue you have? Yes, sir. Shut up, Tim.
So Ian, your next one is Tim Throbbins.
Hang on a minute. Jamie says, I find it hard to know what to do with the knowledge they used to treat people that way when I do not treat people that way. It feels almost accusatory that it's assumed I treat minorities in that negative way when I would never do that. Not sure if it's me taking things too literally. People replying to the historic negative. I don't. Well, are you a journalist from the 80s? I don't know. I'm sorry you feel like that. We're not accusing. Listen, I used to make jokes about using that B word that came up when on telly. I'm not proud of it at all. I don't understand. I don't understand your point.
I think it's interesting that you see it as a personal attack, and maybe you need to look at that.
Yeah, because God, no, not at all.
Because actually, what I do is I look at things that I did differently or wrong, outright wrong in the past, and now I know why I don't do them anymore. I feel like, oh, good. So I'm learning in life.
And I don't know the phrase historic negativity. I don't know what it means. But we did some terrible things. This country did some terrible, terrible things throughout history. Recently, still doing it now. We let 150,000 people die. Let's get back to the fun quiz.
Nelly.
Right, Ian.
Yes, sir.
Your next one is Tim Throbbins.
What's that a picture of behind you? Not the Smiths, the one above it. To the right of it.
Oh.
Yeah.
That is a signed Morrissey photograph.
Jesus Christ!
It's a shrine. It's a shrine.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah,
where's the picture of Farage?
It is a bit, yeah.
Isn't it?
What can I do?
Well, you can get rid of them. You can burn them or sell them on eBay.
And
then give the money, sell them on eBay, and give the money to anti-racism charity.
You have to do it all online so everyone can see your demonstration.
Let's have it, please. Come on. Let's continue. Oh, Jalford's back. Nice to see you again, Jalford.
Tim Throbbins.
Tim Throbbins.
Tim Throbbins. Blue or false?
Fake. False.
Fake. False. Correct. So
yeah,
it's
Tim
3-3.
Robbins is not big enough for a porno star to go, yeah, I want to, yeah. So it's 3-3, apparently.
3-3, and there's one left for each of you.
Thank you, mate.
So,
and a tiebreaker, of course, yeah?
If we need to go there, Catherine.
Yes.
Your final one is Vagelina Hawley.
By the way, Tim Throbbins famously married to Susan Sarandon. Thank you, Dan.
Vagelina Holy. I mean, it sounds sexy, but I'm going to say false.
Incorrect.
Vagelina. My God.
It's not even close enough to work.
No. God.
So Ian, last one. If you get this, you win. Blue or false? John Cusack.
True. Blue.
Blue for John Cusack. Ian, you are correct. You are the winner.
It's not fair. He's done research.
Years of 35 years
Exhaustive.
of research. Go away, you dirty, dirty man. Goodbye.
Sack. Cute. I agree with you, Matty. That
I'm just wondering, why would we have a call that was 49 seconds long? I remember it was the Biscotti guy. Biscotti. Biscoff. Dirty man. I'm getting that. All that weight I've lost.
You can get lollies in it and all.
I put on a bit of weight again. I was down to 14.8. Now I'm 14.11 and I can't shift it. Can't shift it.
Anyway, back
to Ollie's pleasures. I've got to play some adverts, guys. If you can avoid subbing to the channel until tomorrow, that will be awesome. Yes. Thanking you very, very much indeed. Ollie's pleasures. Breath.
Yeah.
Ugly face.
Yeah,
pushing.
longest
Was it
word
pushing
spelling.
balls up your bum? What?
What? Why are you obsessed with pushing things up bums?
That's the last. I was talking about pushing the bum up
My
your,
balls.
up my bum. Oh, I bet someone's done that.
I bet they have.
I bet
They
people have done that, Ollie. Not suggesting
Yeah.
you for a second. Sorry, but I bet people have done that. They've got a ball and put it up, a testicle ball, and put it up someone else's
What if
bum
you've
hole.
got? I bet some people, because the human body is a
done it.
remarkable thing,
It's
and
incredible.
everybody's different. I bet someone's got a really small taint and they can do it that easy. You
Yeah.
could probably do it just by sitting down.
Yeah. Wow, fucking hell, Catherine.
Thought about taints.
Jesus, this is now I'm starting to see why they don't want another year of this.
See, that's how you get really good pleasures if you stick a
There it was. There it was.
bollock in.
It's how you get. It's how you get really good. What? Sorry.
Pleasure.
You said pleasures, didn't you? Plural. You stick a bollock in your own bollock. Oh, my kids are upstairs. Your own bollock.
I haven't tried it because it sounds painful, but that's what he told me.
Pleasures.
I haven't
really
got one.
good pleasures.
I've heard of people sitting on them by accident and it hurts. I can't imagine purposefully.
How do you think about my challenges anyway?
Okay, I will stick a bollock in and see if I get really good pleasures.
Don't do it
Okay,
now. I don't want to see that.
NSFA says crayfish. Not safe for anywhere.
That's Craig, my neighbour. Hi, neighbour.
Oh God, is he?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah. Is that the guy I met yesterday?
No.
Okay.
That was John.
Okay.
That's the reason why my kid
Craig,
is not called John.
can you get John on the? Just get him round. Safe now. You can watch through the window in the garden. Just get him round. Give yourself a bollocking. Well done, Hoffa. Thank you. What? Right. I don't. Right. So go through them again.
So I'm going to do the ones you accepted.
Yep.
Hold your breath for the longest, each of you, and whoever wins. Don't cheat. Longest word, and you've got to spell it and not do the internet.
Okay. Well, the internet's not a very long word, is it?
Good one.
It's only taken me 6 months to come up with it.
What's the other? Pull the ugliest face, and the chat has to decide who wins.
All right. Okay. Close
These
the
are great
chat.
challenges.
Close the chat for the moment, because right.
Okay.
Okay.
Leave as well because I want to watch it.
Can you? Well, can you? Why can you not? Why are you not looking at us? That act is called Dogs in the Bathtub. What? And someone says that's called giving the dog a bath. What?
Oh my
what?
God.
What
The fact
is-
that you know.
What?
I suppose it sounds nicer than sticking a bollock up. But
Jesus. Oh my God, I hate my life. I hate my
I'd
life.
stopped thinking about that since then, and now you
I
brought
hate
it
my
back
life.
to me.
And these are our fans. I think I'd rather have the racist fans of talk radio rather than people that know that.
They're not into pleasures.
Can you see us on Skype?
I'm getting out the bar.
Oh God. Talking about pleasures while he's got nothing on.
Imagine if he slipped and a bollock went up. It just an awful situation. But it was a bollock that was just lying on the floor.
What?
Jeez, this is so unpleasant.
Yeah. I can see why they don't want us.
Pete says these are your fans, the two people that suggested that the dog in the bath, and they are called Goat Harasser and Cock Bongo.
That's true. It's undeniable.
Oh my God, I really hate my life.
Oh God.
Imagine that. I wonder if there's been
That happens a lot to people. I had a friend who was an emergency nurse, and people
Yep.
used to fall on all kinds of things.
that had condoms on quite often. Right. Oh, sorry, it's getting
One
too
bloke
vulgar.
fell off a ladder onto a Hoover. I've heard of multitasking. What was he hoovering outside? Or
I apologise. We've brought you down to our level, and we should be climbing up to yours. So apologies.
naked?
All right.
Ollie.
But how do we time the breath thing then? If you're not
I
the
just thought
arbiter,
maybe it was a step ladder. That's why he fell so hard. I imagined a really long ladder.
please don't hit my desk.
There's
like
no such thing as it. There was no ladder, was there? God.
that.
Oh well, you just. Oh. What? So I count? Do I count?
Well, you have to be the judge of it. Isn't that funny how that changes when I go to a white screen?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but then I can't. You have to just be. No, you hold your breath at the same time. You go 3, 2, 1.
Okay,
Hold-
let me just open up Skype, by the way. If you want to call in, you're very, very welcome to. This is our last kind of fully public show. Oh, Nelly was on the phone for 15 and a half minutes.
Well, he wasn't talking for all that time.
This is our last fully public show. It's certainly our last show under contract with Twitch. It's our last show as partners on Twitch. we sent them an email saying from 1 minute past midnight on July the 1st, we want to be affiliates, please. Isn't that? I think we're the only people in Twitchendom that have said, can we go down a level, please?
It gives us more freedom.
We're doing it, baby.
It's Humper. Bloke fell onto a Hoover, got stuck up his bottom. I called in the hospital, asked him how he was. He said, picking up.
Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Matty says, who made this, you'll also be able to watch this best of under uploads on here after the show. Jeez, that must have taken you ages to upload it. Ages. By the way, the stuff I filmed with Gingerbread Mark, have I sent you the final?
No.
Looking, voila. The problem with we have an issue with the guy who was at the anti-lockdown protest but couldn't name one thing that he was unable to do, right, apart from protest. He said, I said, what can't you do today that you'd like to? Can't protest. I said, well, you are. The problem with that is I messed up the noise. I'd knocked the thing, so it was really distorting. So Mark has got someone to try and work on the noise to get rid of some of the distort. But the Vox Pops are great. I've just suggested a couple of changes, but there's going to be a couple of Vox Pops. There's going to be one long Vox Pops out of it and a couple of little bonus bits, and it is funny. It is funny. Stewpot James, I'm not even reading that out. Not even reading that out. What happened to David Babcock? We kind of fell out a bit, and then we
talking about the Hoover.
Oh, didn't that happen? But will I say what happened? We kind of fell out, then we became friends. He called in the other day. Called in on a Sunday night. Pete said the mods have seen it. I ended up accidentally posting it everywhere. I had to quickly delete it. But the mods have seen it, and it's fun. But there's more. There is more. There is more to be seen.
From 0,
all right.
And then whoever goes like that.
So that's how you judge when someone's running out of breath. Okay. They go. Ugh. Why have we not picked up on pleasurers? Does someone send it in, and we then call them out? Is that what happens? Does someone clip it and we go, oh, pleasurers? Here we go. You count us in.
I'm putting the phone down.
Hang on, what are you doing? You're putting the phone down?
Yeah, because I'm...
Whoa, hang on. Also, your technique is shit. You're breathing in through your mouth. Can I tell you the trick, right, for the Pradeep? I'm going to tell you the trick. Breathe in through your nose and you fill up. So you fill up. Capacity. The trick... Then you fill it with your mouth. So the nose fills up here. The mouth then just gives you there's a little pocket there that the mouth fills up. That's how you do it. That's how I beat everyone. Unbeaten.
I've beaten you a couple of times.
You have not, actually.
I have.
Unbeaten. And I've told you how to do it. Why have we've got a thing that moves? Look at that moves.
Oh.
Okay, please can we get to the end of this clip?
I want to watch it.
So is that the end of the call?
Yeah, but then the chat will decide, won't they?
Well, the chat would... That is poor quiz mastery. That's poor quiz mastery. You're supposed to be a quiz master.
I mean, see, the poorness began when they decided not to put any pants on for the call. I mean...
They were wet. I don't like wet callers. I like my callers to be dry and clothed. Right, we're just doing this one. We're not doing any of the other ones. Right, here we go.
The other ones are good.
Goodbye. Okay, here we go. And watch my nose, then my mouth. Oh, we need Ollie to count us in. Sorry.
Bring it back.
And Ollie is wet.
I'm naked.
Hey, Jerry, nice to see you, mate. Okay, let's... Could you count us in, please? Oh my God! Holy shit! No!
I'm pointing it up.
Good. I don't know what I'm looking at though. I can see his hair and a curve. Right. So just count us in, and I'll cut you off very quickly.
3.
Mouth.
2.
Now you see it. There it is. There it is. Now you see it. Now you see it. Let's go through this slowly. Hang on a second. Let's go through this slowly.
quickly.
Watch this. Nose.
3.
Mouth.
2.
There it is. That's it. That's the trick. That's the trick. That's the one thing I learned at performing arts. When my performing arts degree was how hold your
Pradeep.
breath longer. Was that you have to do a Pradeep? Was how to have more breath in case you got to do a really, in case you're doing a Gilbert and Sullivan, and you've got to do a long
Or a Hadley.
or a Hadley. Yeah.
1-0.
Look at this. Amazing. Can we get the Patreon link for Danny, please? Look at these eyes. She's gone to a happy place, which is actually sat next to me, so. I'm loving it. I'm so comfortable here.
You're cheating.
Look how much breath I had left. And that was me showing off. I had all that breath. I had that much breath. I had that much breath. Don't accuse me of cheating. Oh.
What was that?
You used to find me funny. What happened to our
You
relationship?
don't bring me flowers.
Oh, I should probably play some ads.
I realised it wasn't an act.
Yeah.
I realised it was,
Let's play some ads. That was how much I could have. That was
That's
what
what made me laugh.
I was stealing from you. So that's why finally I've won a game. 3-1.
Well done, a breathing game.
You said that you're not spoken to your mum for 4 years because she's an alcoholic. Oh, here we go.
Yeah, on top of a bunch of other things, but I think a lot of it stems from alcoholism. I haven't spoken to basically either side of my family.
Hello?
Oh.
Oh, we got adverts?
Because they're both kind of alcoholics, my dad and my mom.
Wow.
Which is part of the reason why I don't drink. I do in moderation, but I'm very, very 2 drinks and I'm like, all right, I'm good. I'm set.
Yeah.
But yeah, she was one of the chaotic, just in your face and everything. She becomes the center of attention and destructive whenever she drank. And yeah, so she almost ruined our wedding day, and that was basically the last straw of why I don't talk to her anymore. She's tried to reach out a couple of times, but she's never tried to actually apologize. So I've told her if she wants to apologize, then we can maybe move forward from there, but she hasn't tried to so far. So
Yeah, someone gave me some really good advice when that kind of stuff happens. I can help you. Oh, look at that. I can help you to change, but I won't help you to stay the same. I can help you to change. I'm willing to put up with this if you're willing to change, but we're not doing this all over again. And it feels like, with your mum, if she's not going to apologise or accept what's gone before, then you're just restarting, aren't you?
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Yeah, it was a rough wedding time. She do you care if I tell you about my wedding?
I'd love to hear about
it before. I think it helps me cope with it and not be as angry about it. So she's been an alcoholic since her and my dad started getting a divorce. It was just people that kind of
he's lost Kai
because they were
Yeah, that
pregnant
was
with
Jackson.
me and they weren't truly in love.
When did he lose Kai?
About, I think the same day I got the kittens.
Oh, I missed that.
Yeah, sad.
Right.
So they kind of stuck through it as long as they could. They waited until I was graduated from high school, and they tried to make it through. My brother, he's 3 years younger than me, to make it through. And in the meantime, it was just people trying to move out, and my mom drinking way too much. She got a gastric bypass surgery, and I think that changed her a lot. I'm sure that it's great for a lot of people, but when you go from being 300 pounds to being less than 100 pounds because it was crazy successful, I think she also found it as a new lease on life because she had me when she was young. She got married to somebody that she didn't love, and she was just in a bad health state. So now that all of that stuff was going through, she just started drinking and getting
It's a 20-minute clip. All right.
way too much with it. And I was always
Let's
more
get to the end of
attached
this
my
little
mom
bit,
than
and
I
then
was
we'll
my dad
move
when we were
on.
growing
You
up,
can watch
but
all
when
of this
she
in the
started
best
to drink
of.
a lot, it was just a mess. So yeah, it basically became my dad and my brother moved out, which left me with my mom in like a 4-person house. And then my mom left me by myself in a house that was like made for like a family. It was like a family house. I was by myself. I didn't have a job outside of like a little pizza place that I could walk to. I didn't have a car. And she would just come home randomly. Like, she wouldn't announce when she would come home. She would just get drunk and come home. And it was to the point to where, like, I would have to, like, pick her up and, like, carry her up the stairs to, like, put her in bed. And she wouldn't remember anything.
That's horrific. If you're struggling with alcohol or AA, Alcoholics Anonymous, it's great stuff. Mandy says he's doing a memorial stream for Kai today. If you're not following St. John... Oh, you've just put the link in. Thank you. If you're not following St. John, he's one of the great guys, and he's one of the people that I miss because we flipped the times around a bit. We don't see as much of him. But one of the goddamn best streamers out there. I'm proud to call him a friend. I would click on that link. Make sure you are following. Make sure you are following. Let's skip forward a little bit. Let's go. What's this one? What's this? The end of Lenny Beige.
Oh.
The mashup. What's the
Just
mashup?
change the title.
BIA. Oh.
Huh?
Just
Oh,
change the
this.
title. Here we go. Now we're gonna get it. Now we're gonna get it.
Oh, this is going to drive you nuts.
Just change the
Hey,
title.
Dan.
Here we go. Now we're gonna get it. Now we're gonna get it.
Oh.
Just change the title. Here we go. Now we're gonna get it. Now we're gonna get it.
Oh, it's like a toad.
I could come.
Like the Bee Gees, the Bee Gees do it.
It's like a toad.
I could come.
Oh, it's like a toad.
I could come.
I won't go down the reggae route.
Oh, it won't echo, will it? 'Cause it's not.
No, but bless you for trying.
Okay, well, let's do it. Let's do this. Let's do this for real. Let's really piss them off.
There's a light, a certain kind of light. There's a light, there's a light, there's a light, certain kind of light. There's a light, certain kind of light. There's a certain kind of light.
Let's get the bloody thing going.
Strong
Let's get the bloody thing going.
Strong
Let's get the bloody thing going.
Shit, right.
We don't need them anymore.
Right, hang on. I'll mute that.
We don't need
So
them.
that clears it. So hang on. I'll mute that. And then you're gonna go in.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Katie does that.
Oh, it's like Katie, Katie, like Katie. Katie,
Yeah.
Katie, like Katie.
Like her even more.
Katie, like Katie.
Like her even more. Like her even more. Here we go. Like her even more. Here we go. Like her even more. Right, let's wait. Let's wait for the
Can you
silence.
use that?
Wait for the
Silence
silence.
for 10 seconds, please. Let's wait for the
Can you
silence.
use that?
Wait for the silence for 10 seconds.
10 second silence.
Use that.
Wait for the silence for 10 seconds.
10 second silence.
Use that.
Wait for the silence for 10 seconds.
10 second silence.
Wait for the silence for 10 seconds.
10 second silence. 10 second silence.
There's a light, a certain kind of light. There's a light, a certain kind of light. A certain kind of light. There's a light, a certain kind of light. A certain kind of light. There's a light, a certain kind of light. A certain kind of light.
There's that third voice the Bee Gees talk about. There's that third voice the Bee Gees talk about. There's that third voice the Bee Gees talk about.
There's a light. There's a light. There's a light. There's a light.
I could come. I could come.
I could come. I could come. I could come. I could come.
Shut up. Who are these people? Who are these people? Kimini Putkanting. Kimini Putkanting.
Staying alive, 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 staying alive.
Big buck buckle of drugs with no top on. Big buckle of drugs with no top on.
Big buckle of drugs with no top on. Big buckle of drugs.
I'm strung out on heroin. I'm strung out on heroin. I'm strung out on heroin.
From the root. From the root.
Hi, it's Nigel. Hi, it's Nigel.
Let's get the bloody thing going. Let's get the bloody thing going.
Hi, it's Nigel.
Hi, Nigel.
Hi, it's Nigel.
Give us the meat. 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 Give us the meat.